frame. Nice wave from GIL-GHERARDI, who is speeding down the line. We'll stick with him. Here he goes. One move, big hit over the section, lands on his inside rail practically, gets a second turn, saves that. Third turn. Let's see what we've got here for JUBAN. A nice looking angle he took on that cutback. Taking aim for the lip again, getting the board out of the water. Third hit. Nice start for CAMILLE. LENNY, who takes the Highline Express down to H. Poco here. Here's his bottom turn. Nice launch over the section with one hand off. Ooh, one more hit would be nice. Here comes GIL-GHERARDI with his backup score attempt here. ARINO sailing for España. Looks really dialed. Lower boom rider. Take note. Some of these things that the different little adjustments sailors make. Here's the high line. Once again, take all his speed. Punches his bottom turn. Not quite a lot of power. A lot more board riding today. Airs over the section. Saves that. You can kind of see the body language. You're always like,
yeah.
But that's for him to decide. Here comes ISHII. Take it away, Simeon.
TAKARA is waited for a lovely wave here. This one looks like an absolute beauty. He's going to have a nice bunch of hits here. Quick bottom turn to take advantage of that lip there. Getting a nice set sky air. Coming around third turn. One-handed cutty. And that's probably the end of it. Not a bad ride. Certainly a nice wave.
CAMILLE. Oh, he's got the goiter, and he lands over the section. Oh, this is dangerous. And there he's opened up a little bit more of his repertoire. Because there is a razor-thin line between advancing and not advancing with the talent level that's out there on the water. This is the world's best sailors out there.
It's impressive to see. I mean, when you start getting the talent all as good as this, and you're quite aware that every one of them is capable of pulling out, an 8, if they get the right conditions. Here we go.
ISHII. Really nice wave. Carefully selected, waited patiently, and floated over the whole thing. Got his board under the lip. Those are not turns that are lost on me as a pure wave rider aficionado. That was a very well-ridden wave. It was artsy. Very artistic. Lenny's on a 4-batten. Not sure what they call that one, but look at the crisscrossing across the face, setup turns. Lenny on the best wave of his heat. Look at that wave. And he is punching his bottom turn right where he needs to, connecting the dots. Lenny on fire.
Nice turn.
Wraps around the turn. This starts becoming a little bit more pick and choose. JUBAN knows he needs to start pushing his score level, and that's not going to be a problem because he's on a nice offering. Floats over the section with a lot of speed to boot, with an oncoming left section, which was a gift from Hokipa to give him that extra rebound. But most of these guys are taking aim from way behind. Like TAKARA here, who's gonna probably make this goiter.
Nice.
And does. Minor mini claim. And he knows it's a one-move wave, so can he get one more little wiggle turn? Wiggle.
Something.
Yeah. Here's GIL-GHERARDI suddenly in 4th place. And we know what he's capable of. Is he gonna produce the goods here? Lines it up. Punches his opening turn, wraps around the cutback, and the wave has not quite done what he expected. He is doing a slow rotating goiter. He's gonna save it. Here comes Lenny. Definitely not in slow-mo. We're in real time here.
Another smooth one.
Beautiful full rail bottom turn. Lenny so smooth off the bottom. And now runs his own rotation version, but he didn't quite stick it. And ARINO, he's scraping here. This is going to be something that he's going to need to put together, something pretty solid. There's his opening bottom turn, and there goes the wind. It's just like not that much momentum. Yeah. A goiter into the pit. That was more of a Taka rotation. Here comes Lenny behind him. This is a 1-2 exchange. JUBAN had a massive scoring wave there, and Lenny has yet to put his hand back on the boom. He was like one-handed for about 5 seconds there.
Super casual.
That is Arthur ARUTKIN. Full rail bottom turn. His second combination of the wave. Roediger behind him, Swift behind Roediger. A 1-2-3 exchange. This is what it's all about at Hokipa. Here comes Roediger, the samurai. Punches his bottom turn. Little bit more of a slow flow bro thing going on. Playing it somewhat safely. Beautiful bottom turn from Swift, who kind of gets caught by a little side chop and killed his momentum. Here is Ricardo Campello. He's surveying the situation and got left out of that exchange a little bit. He's going to ride this wave, making sure that it forms under his feet, committing to it. Nice glassy face for Campello, who really wastes no time with a beautiful cutback. Turn that into a nice wave ride. Third bottom turn, nice cutback once again. Campello making the absolute most of that. That could not have gone much better for Ricardo on that wave. Singer, who really knows how to play spoiler here.
This could be a nice one. He's going very deep.
He is. He's waiting and baiting it.
Is it going to clean up? What does it look like?
Oh, he's in such a nice spot. This is upper green trees, and now he can set his line. High lines it. Opening bottom turn, lip beckoning him. Fooled himself into trying the 3. Here comes Robbie Swift. Staying up high to keep his board speed up. Board plowed through a little chop again, but doesn't really slow him down too much. Did Robbie rig too small of a sail? What is the problem there?
And here comes, Ricardo in 5.5, and here comes Bernd. Bernd's in last place right now, but this
maybe not for long.
Yeah, exactly.
Roediger, the samurai. Carefully calculates his first turn. Beautiful oncoming section hit. Third bottom turn lip contact. That was pretty nice. For Roediger, Robbie Swift fully speeding over the section. He goes for the no-footed goiter and doesn't make it. Continues him being in second place. Now in third place by the narrowest of margins in Campello. This is about to change. Here comes Ricardo, who's gonna ride this wave, making sure he's in the spot. Nice full rail bottom turn there. Good spray off the top, continuing his ride. Oncoming section, air over the section selection. Pumping to make the wave. One more little lip contact, please. Just a wiggle. Thank you. 5 points.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Arthur Arutkin now looking for his second score. That was a very nice bottom turn. He did it again. He matched his bottom turn arc with his cutback arc. Similar angles. The wave didn't really give him much else to work with. Robbie Swift, he's got some work to do. His highest score is at 3.47. He needs to climb into the over 5-point territory here. Is this wave going to be enough to do it? That wave behind him certainly looks better, but Campello's on it. Here comes Swifty. Nice bottom turn. Used the full rail there.
That's nice.
Lip climbed it. Little late on that section. That's not going to help Swifty at all. Here comes Campello on a really nice, clean-looking wave. Less side ribble on that. Tweak air into the floater landing. Tail first landing. Campello, nothing dramatic. Just plain old good wave sailing on display there from Ricardo Campello, V1111, representing Venezuela. I can see that watch party back in Caracas picking up momentum. Yeah, it's happening. And this is a beautiful wave at H. Poco Point. Look at this. Nice under the lip hit. The waves are crumbling a little faster than what most people. It's not holding up as much. But Ricardo dances around with a beautiful taka.
Yes.
And it was casual but committed. Here comes our second place rider in this heat, Bernd Roediger. Beautiful wave for the samurai. Nice lip tag, vertical approach. Judges take note of the angle. That was 12 o'clock. And that was
nice.
A super way to end it. Arthur Arutkin finally back in business. I'm just, like, Roediger just crushed that wave. Sorry, Arthur, I can't talk about that ride too much. But he's still riding it.
Yeah,
it's one move away from being something. I think that's kind of going to keep him where he is. I just can't play that one up no matter how much Team France needs it. Here comes Bernd Roediger. Has selected some great waves. He's having a fantastic heat. He's in the lead.
And he's in the flow. You can just sort of see, it's just one wave after the next now. It's just like clean and running. He's got that vibe going on.
He sure does. This one's going to connect from up top green trees. He's going to stall so he can start the ride up there. Another under the lip punch. Now he's going to go downtown. H-Poco Express. One-handed aerial landed. Unfortunately, a little bit too much panache. Can he pull it out? It's not going to matter.
It looked like the ankles didn't love that landing.
No, it wasn't the same vibe as a side offshore day would have been. Here comes Swifty and ARUTKIN. 1-2 punch. ARUTKIN needs to get in this. Nice little S-carve. Keeps his board pointed down the line. Nice little lip back there. He's coming unglued a little bit. This is a good way for Swifty. Robbie Swift representing the UK. Unwinds it. Is this a perfect rotation from Swifty? It certainly is. He doesn't claim it at all because he knows he's got lots of work to do. And this wave's going to offer him a bit of a longer wall. Campello highlining past the point, draws out his bottom turn to make beautiful contact. Oh, he almost made it. Sorry for screaming into the mic. Oh man, Campello wanted that. ARUTKIN tacks out of that wave. It wasn't sufficient. Right away. Ricardo, bottom turning under the hook here. Does he have another wave ride into him to pad his score? He needs to keep chipping away here. And he really needs to just basically sit on ARUTKIN. Campello needs to watch out for Arthur ARUTKIN, who's only mere fractions of a point behind him, and ARUTKIN is on a really nice wave. Arthur ARUTKIN representing France, duotone, and here comes his moment of the heat. Can he put the score together? It's a nice insider. It's pretty glassy. He's got a lot of speed. Bottom turns under the lip. Little bit of a tweak land. Here comes Bernd Roediger, fading behind the peak. Continuing his fade line. Now he's going to engage his bottom turn rail right when that lip throws under the lip. Maybe a little bit late. Still going. Nice cutback for him. Swifty's on the next wave. Roediger continuing down the line. Excellent work from our cameraman here, getting all the action in. A+. Great job from Brian's entire media team here. Here comes Robbie Swift. That's nice and glassy. Kind of forced him to like stall that turn. He was like, 360, no, I've got to get points, and now I'm doing this. What am I doing? Poor Swifty never really got in the flow of this heat, you know, but here's Bernd Roediger. Like I said, Okipa's going to dish out a couple late opportunities here. Roediger on a nice wave at H-Poco. Gets into the lip. That's a nice survival technique to keep this thing. It's a grower. Beautiful rotation. That was absolutely spectacular. The samurai stabs it.
I think he held his hand out just to calm the waves.
He's going on the rocks on purpose after that.
He is too.
He sailed through the rocks. High level of skill. I think they should get extra for that.
Yep.
Anyway, Campello. My goodness. The samurai and his sword are going to survive this. Look at this ride. Okay, full rail bottom turn under the lip. Kind of like, okay, that's your setup. But that projected him into this. Full grip. And just schooled it.
Beautiful work.
And just with honor. That is Antoine Martin setting up. This heat is on. Noireux behind him.
I do love seeing these waves line up with these great riders like this.
1-2 exchange. Here comes Martin. Bottom turns to make that section, floats over it. Nothing but speed. There's Noireux behind him. This is quintessential Hokipa here. Noireux continuing his ride. Glassy face. One-handed aerial. It's like he watched Antoine and he's like, oh yeah?
I can do that.
Yeah.
Better.
Here comes Graham EZZY. A fairly decent offering for his first ride. This is a glassy insider. These are the good ones to try because why? They're a little smoother. EZZY's trying to turn this into a big score, and it's a 360. Woo! Perfectly executed. The judges are going to have no choice here. HAYATA ISHII. Now, with all sailors on the board, I am going to flash to Graham EZZY. Here comes Antoine Martin staring up at Graham Ezzy and Noireux. The exchange has been unchanged as of now, but now's a chance to shake it up. Another one to exchange from Antoine Martin and Morgan Noireux, who have hustled this set from everybody else. Antoine Martin. Bottom turns and floats over the entire section, looking very smooth indeed, and also just connecting this entire wave. A searing cutback from Martin. T-Tune on fire. Graham Ezzy's on a super good wave. It might not look like this on the screen, but it is forming up behind him. He is behind the peak, coming in from green trees. What a beautiful place to be for Graham Ezzy. Here comes the first bottom turn. Nice cut back, somewhat of a check turn. Let this wave do the talking. Here comes Ezzy. Skies the section. Beautiful sailing from G-Money.
G-Money. Okay. Kai's on a roll. Here we go.
Noireux punches it.
Oh.
Oh, man. Hayata Ishii.
Little Hayata. Danger man.
Danger, danger. He's on a super good wave, too. This is a grower going down to the point. Hayata's definitely drawing a high line on this to make the entire wave. Skies the section. Nice to pan out and get the perspective on that. You see how the line of the wave, if you were just looking in full frame like this, you wouldn't have seen the whole thing. Can he get a rotation? No. And the Polacal head bob doesn't even save him. Ever. Noireux has a 6.7, which is the highest score in the heat. So the chess match, here comes Noireux looking for his second score. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
What a glassy looking wave. Beautiful cutback. Noireux keeps it pointed down the line. Perfect rotation and make for Noireux.
Nicely done.
Serving notice. And you know, that was the quote. Goalkeeper was gold, and I was the first to pan it. There's Morgan Noireux panning for some gold. He's got at least a couple chips in that pan. And if he plays his cards right, he'll sell that to the judges. And as I see Hayata Ishii and Graham Ezzy behind him, Hayata's on a straight bomb set. That's a nice size wave here.
It's going to be a beauty.
Diagonal line into his bottom. Almost lost it. The judges are like, whoa. Okay. Recalibrate. That's your second bottom turn. Second hit. Floater under the lip. That whole entire wave ride was compromised by a little bit of rough wave contour.
Yeah.
Man, the wave looked so good, but Ishii over bottom turn, and the whole wave ride was boggled a little bit. Here comes Ezzy on a slightly smaller but hopefully cleaner offering. Ezzy with the full rail bottom turn. Really squeaking through here. Drags his hand one-handed. Behind him is Martin. There's Martin. Straight to business. Oh my goodness.
Big.
Wow. He is punting sections. Okay, Antoine Martin needs to be acknowledged as a world title contender here, as he just makes that with
was
authority.
That was a beautiful casual claim. He just drops the hand and looks up at the head judges and just goes, nice. Look at that big hack.
Look at the speed. The most important part of windsurfing, he says. And it's hard to argue. Sets it up. Look at him. Grab the boom wide. And right around. Like it was nothing.
Amazing.
Clinic. Here comes Graham Ezzy. He's got a really long wall in front of him. This is stretching all the way down to the point. G-Money with the nice over the lip. Taka, can he save it?
Can he? Oh, so close.
That was everything it needed to be. Here comes Hayata Ishii with Morgan Noireux and an even better one behind him. This is the exchange of the heat here. Can Hayata climb into this?
Seconds to go in this heat.
Classic Goalkeeper wall. This is all counting. Hayata held up at the top just slightly. Slides his cut back. Noireux's on his opening turn. That was the first turn of his ride. Noireux in the slightly smoother wave. Just a beautiful looking ride here. Noireux floater down the line. Nice carving, doesn't catch any rail. And that is going to be all for him.
Wow.
Will that change the standings? Did Hayata, Ishii, or Graham EZZY up their scoring opportunities? Poor Graham had a haymaker lined up. He was going to get into combination territory had he made that.
It was super vertical.
Super vertical goiter. And the flag is down.
All right.
And the heat is over. And Antoine Martin's world title and Aloha Classic title aspirations are right in target. He is in the semifinals. "15 seconds to go before the start of this heat." There's Traversa sizing it up because he might actually have timed this perfectly.
He might go buzz bang straight into the scoring.
Straight into the scoring. And by my reckoning, the heat's on. Here comes TT.
Flag is up.
That was perfectly timed. The first bottom turn was right when the flag got raised. Traversa on the first wave of the heat, but it wasn't quite everything he wanted. World titles. And it's part of the journey for sure. Toma, totally capable of winning another world title. Might not happen this year, but he might just pull this out. If the wind was a little stronger, he would have had it. All right, Brazinho. This is a world title heat for sure, and this is a moment where he can come right into the picture as well and make the semifinals, and it starts right now. Here comes Marcilio Brown, high and tight. Really nice wave up at Green Trees proper. This thing's lining up all the way down the line. First hit. Brazinho, not quite under the lip. Nice snap redirect though. We love it here. Right at home in Hokipa. Home break. Not done. One more little whitewater wiggle and he's out. Traversa and SCHETTEWI, however, are on quite nice waves. SCHETTEWI's on the better wave. WARCHOL, excuse me, not Traversa. WARCHOL on his first ride of the heat here. Adam, bottom turning, back foot style. I really like the way he sets up his cutbacks. He's kind of a slightly mid-boom rider. And SCHETTEWI kicked out of his ride. Here's SCHETTEWI on a nice wave. He knew this was coming. This was part of the plan.
Yep.
Right?
Sure.
Nice check turn. SCHETTEWI kind of riding a lower side boom to get that around. But these bobbles in the chop, they got to read them. Here comes Traversa. Floater line. Hitting his bottom turn. Slapping the lip. Barely dodging Parl Carolitas. There's another hit. Traversa with a really good ride. Brazinho on a medium insider. These are the ones that get clean.
Yeah.
Marcilio Brown.
Expect the hack.
Our defending world champion. Sends a bucket down to lanes. And now rotates around with authority.
Beautiful. Straight into the next.
Absolutely drop me bottom turn with the hit. Oh my word, Brazinho makes that look like the easiest thing ever. And it is so far from easy.
And that Hawaiian flag making us remember where we are.
Yes.
All the good feelings. That's a nice wave.
Brazinho says, Aloha.
That's a cool, calm, and collected quarterfinal from the reigning world champion.
Here comes Adam WARCHOL kind of explaining what I'm talking about because he's setting it up. It's going right. You see the wave picks up a little bit of chop, but it's not as much as the sets would. And that was Jake SCHETTEWI, excuse me. We're a little zoomed out, but I can tell. Yes.
Matt ROEDIGER walking across your screen, all chilled out. Here we go. Look at that. That's nice.
Wow.
Oh.
That was the extra hot sauce, and he just poured an entire bottle of Tabasco on that wave, and he's like, what was I eating? I can't even taste it. I just have hot sauce everywhere. Can't just rely on hot sauce. It's like, you got to eat the meal, man. You got to serve the entire thing.
We've got Adam WARCHOL coming into a wave. What's he going to pull here? He's got some down-the-line speed. He's picking up. He's got a bit of a rough surface. He's motor crossing along. Gets a top turn. Wave looks like it's suddenly cleaned up. Here's his chance. And he's going to... Oh, his front hand just slipped off the boom. What an unlucky move. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. He pulled off those in the first round.
Sure did. Here comes Traversa. Solidly in second here. Trying to hold court, trying to make the semis, and that was Hukipa just going nyapa.
It's another one of those bit bounce moments.
Wow. Will this happen to Brasinho, or did that mow the lawn for him? Yeah, looks like the greens are clean there. Traversa got just side-swiped by a side chop and unceremoniously launched into the pit.
Now let's see if Jake can really pull this one. He's capable of great rides.
Jake on a nice wave, snake carving. And the wave goes fat on him and just denies him completely. Brasinho on an absolutely beautiful wave. And SCHETTEWI behind him on an absolutely beautiful wave. This is a huge exchange. Brasinho skies it over the section. Let's get under that lip. Throws a little bucket. There's SCHETTEWI.
That's him.
That's a really nice wave for Jake. Oh, yeah. The cutback angle there was round the dial. And there's your wind direction wreaking havoc. Lip beckoning for SCHETTEWI to hit it. And it's just like, I don't have power in my sail. Can I? Nope. Hukipa firing. Toma Traversa. Target acquired. Boom. Second hit. Passes the section. Careful, TT. Nice second hit to make the wave and engages his third hit. The judges are loving it.
And
Adam Warcall on a nice clean wave. Some of these other waves have cleaned up the waves that will break later. As you see, Warcall taking advantage, doing what he can. Will he catch Traversa? Almost, but not quite. There's Brasinho.
Bang,
Somehow
hit.
channeling another wave ride. Didn't he just ride one? He's just one after the other. Occupying Hukipa.
Wow, that was an exchange. That's strong.
Then SCHETTEWI. This is live. SCHETTEWI.
Oh.
360 out the back. OTB. But Brasinho's on a complete. Oh, this is such a nice wave.
Wow.
At least the way it looks right now. Total setup time. It's a little bit more on the point. Let's see if it doesn't offer too much bottom turn ripple. Brasinho reads it perfectly.
Big
Marcilio Brown, our current reigning world champion. There it was. It was the combination of the bend and the wind direction. It's just a side on shore boggle there at the point. You want the upper ones. Here comes Traversa though. Ale Titi. Nice lip slide redirect on the taboo board. Yep, just hold it together down through this section in the mashed potatoes. Look how he has to be open clue.
Yeah. And that's foamy water. It's hard to sail through and do much. Brasinho coming in here with another wave. Not as big as the other ones, but it looks like it could be a clean one.
Yeah,
take away.
This might eliminate that chop factor, but
Yeah.
here comes Brasinho, points it down the line. Nice amplitude over the lip, lands in a floater, but it's once again right at the end of the point. That wind is not cooperating. Jake SCHETTEWI pumping into something here. 3 minutes and change left in this heat. Under that, SCHETTEWI. Bottom turns under the cornice. Breaks the fins out. Second bottom turn. Under the lip, 360. And the wind just went, nah.
He can pull those
He would have
moves.
made that.
Yeah, he can pull those.
I mean, he would have made that if the wind had cooperated. It'd have been enough wind.
even slightly.
I mean, seriously.
Yep.
Adam Warcall, probably one of the better waves in his heat. Nice back foot turn. He's a back foot rider. He really likes to plant that back foot on his turns. It's very deliberate, and it comes from a surfing preference as well. Adam, an excellent surfer. No question about it. Here comes Toma Traversa.
Clean.
Beautiful wave selection from Toma. He knows exactly what he wants. Look how nice that wave is, how clean it was, and how clean that corner was. And the wind just said, come on, this one he has to make. Listen, like agony. Jake SCHETTEWI pumping into something here. 3 minutes and change left in this heat. Under that, SCHETTEWI. Bottom turns under the cornice. Breaks the fins out. Second bottom turn. Under the lip, 360. And the wind just went, nah.
He can pull
He
those
would have
moves.
made that.
Yeah, he can pull those.
I mean, he would have made that if the wind had cooperated. It'd have been enough wind.
even slightly.
I mean, seriously.
Yep.
Adam Warcall, probably one of the better waves in his heat. Nice back foot turn. He's a back foot rider. He really likes to plant that back foot on his turns. It's very deliberate, and it comes from a surfing preference as well. Adam, an excellent surfer. No question about it. Here comes Toma Traversa.
Clean.
Beautiful wave selection from Toma. He knows exactly what he wants. Look how nice that wave is, how clean it was, and how clean that goiter was. And the wind just said, come on, this one he has to make. Listen, like, agony. Like, just stop the edit right when he's standing there. Just... Brazinho measures it up. Nice lip punch there. Will the wave give him enough momentum? I don't think Brazinho is going to be fooled into any rotations anymore. Just down-home wave riding, and even that's going to be challenging to hang on to.
Boy, that
Take
wind must be
note
tough
on
the inside there. Must be so hard.
Title race as Jane Seaman crisscrosses on the inside with Maria on the outside of that. But we've got SARAH-QUITA. Nice hit, Jane. SARAH-QUITA's in a very commanding lead position here. There's the end of... That's CROPAS. Yeah, Angela, you know, is on a nice one. And she's not pumping, luckily for her. But look at the angle upwind she's able to sail. Why don't you take this right away, Amanda?
I mean, you take what you can get at this point, but it's actually coming out pretty nice. It might actually line up for her real well.
Jane's
getting
down the
some.
line. Didn't really get that last tag.
Yeah, it's too bad.
It closed out on her.
But maybe Angela's gonna get a look. Here we go. Nice. Just making the most of that, huh? I mean,
really
you
like
take
the
whatever
opening
you can
turn.
get here as well. Like, you're just gonna milk it. Is that Maria on the back?
No, that's
No.
Shauna.
Oh, it's Shauna. Should have known. Here we go.
The orange gave it away. She's got an orange rashi. That's Maria.
Yeah, here she comes. Got it. Let's see. What do you think? Is it gonna wall up? Looks like it. Look at her. It's coming in. I'm impressed because I think she only probably sailed like Portac, yeah? So this must be all new for her. Look at this. That is not a bad idea from her to wait for that. Here we go. Nice. Keep coming down the line. Oh, that's unfortunate I closed out.
Now Angela's
Here
in
we go.
business.
Oh, that's better.
Angela Cochran.
Nice. Oh, nice bottom
smooth
turn.
wave. That's the
Here we
Angela
go.
I know.
Ooh, see, got a little
the-
light that she lost a bit there, but...
Too, and this is what I want to see is Jane get back into it. 'cause
Oh, look at
Jane's a
that.
warrior.
Wow, that's a good one.
She's going to just carefully get around the first section, make sure she gets an opening turn here. Look what happens when you get down the line. The wind really
It's just
doesn't give you
nothing.
anything.
It's just nothing.
Oh,
But still, like...
you can barely bottom turn down at the point. That looks like Maria BEHRENS.
And Shauna on the back there.
Ooh, Shauna's got a really
she got
nice
a
wave
bomb.
behind
Maria
her.
might be a little bit too far upwind.
Here's Maria, though. She's going to wind up her coil here. There goes Shauna.
Shauna.
Look out.
Nice.
Target acquired. Now is the
Oh.
important part.
There you go.
The important part right now is just hold this last turn
Yeah.
together. There's your score.
Boom. But that is a nice wave. Look how nice this plays out. Wow.
Oh, wow. Was that the nicest wave of the heat so far?
Ooh.
Hold it together.
Yeah.
And I mean, by the narrowest of margins, she's able to keep that apparent wind in her sail. And you can see that it's just run. If there wasn't a wave behind her, she wouldn't have been getting there.
Yeah,
just go
no.
ahead and go out there and sail. And
Oh,
then talk
Angela.
about it. Angela with the
Oh.
floater.
That was a good
Another
effort.
example. And Jane's further upwind.
Could
Now,
be
take
fun.
Note.
2 minutes on the clock.
Exactly. This is important. And she's in a spot where she's not really going to hit that side onshore wind bubble. Contact.
Nice. Actually, really nice.
Yes. Let's see if it's enough.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just not enough. Here comes Angela.
Nice.
One more turn from Cochran.
Oh, it's that wind.
And Hukipa says,
No.
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 Shauna's on the
Is
wave.
she on the wave?
Shauna's wave counts. I don't
Don't
know
think
Maria's
her wave
will.
counts.
That's Maria. That's
That's-
Shauna.
Oh,
Neither of them.
it's the other way around.
Ooh, maybe they're gonna give that to Maria. I don't know. She was in the trough when we went to zeros. that is Coraline Coco Fouveau. Representing
Look at her,
France.
like just coming in hot.
Coco's coming in
Oh,
hot.
she's
almost up
upwind.
at Pavils.
She's so far upwind.
Is
Ooh,
that
what do
the
you think
new
about
game
that?
to play? Look how far upwind she is.
She's really far upwind.
But it's still within scoring distance. Amanda, take it away.
Man, nice bottom turn. Here we go. She lost a little bit there. SARAH-QUITA.
SARAH-QUITA.
Yeah, let's go. Ew. Nice. I love watching her sail.
I do too.
It's so fun. It's just fun. Oh, here we go.
She's really good at reading it.
Yeah, she is. And you know, her background in freestyle is so great for this. Also, especially for the light wind days.
Yeah.
This is really helping her.
Tag that she has.
We
But
get
there
action.
We have two riders on one wave, and Erpenstein
Oh,
is
yeah.
bottom turning under it, but can't get back in it. And
Oh,
here
too bad.
comes Maria Andres.
Here we go.
Crowning achievement.
Nice.
Careful
Nice.
wave selection for
Ooh,
Maria.
it's a bit bumpy.
We haven't talked about her enough, but we will. Look at this wave, Amanda.
And the speed that she's getting, how great. And she also put her time in here, huh?
She certainly put her time in here.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
comes Coraline Coco Fouveau. Just made a
Nice.
sponsor change, Amanda, to Flicka boards.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm worried to say it wrong. They're Swedish, right? That was really nice.
That was really nice.
Did you guys see that? That was nice.
Slidey.
Ooh,
Because
Alina.
all of these women have different approaches. Look at Lena Erpenstein with the low boom and kind of a more
Ooh.
higher aspect rig.
But look at that. That's a nice wave.
And that,
Can she
that
get
wind
around that?
direction ain't giving her much to work with there.
What a bummer.
But it was still a good ride.
Yeah. And SARAH-QUITA's already lining up the next one. Here we go. How's that looking? Ooh, that is looking good. Nice. Yeah. Little hack off the top. Ooh, raising past that section.
An actual bottom turn in front of the section.
That's a nice little addition there at the end. It's
It is
bumpy, huh?
dicey at the
Yeah.
end bowl, and it's two things. It's a lot of water contour in the channel, and it's also the wind direction.
Yeah.
Here comes Maria Andres. Big
All
time
right.
to strike for Maria. Look at the termination, the body language. Pure
Nice.
control. She's got a death grip on her boom. She's not going to let this opportunity slide by. It's one of
Nice.
the better waves of her heat. Getting it to send down the line. Go, Maria.
Oh, what a
Oh,
bummer.
that was probably a good
That's
decision.
That's a bummer. But she was right to do that.
She handled. Here comes
Lena.
Coco Fouveau. Oh, she's
Nice.
got a good rail game, too.
I'm really impressed with all the newcomers this year. Look at that. Oh, nice.
Did you hear the judges?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
they're just like, what? That's an
That's a-
afterthought. That last turn, though. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's the rocks.
Here's SARAH-QUITA Fringa.
Yeah.
Something of a victory
Woo.
lap here with 10 minutes to go. That's a beautiful
Nice.
wave, and
Oh,
she
that's a
read it
nice little hack.
perfectly.
Good job. Look at that smooth bottom turn. Oh, nice spray off the top. Yeah. Oh, she's making the most out of this wave.
She's
Here
got
we
the
go.
power.
Wow. Nice.
The power.
That was a really good ride.
This is a joy to watch. I'm glad this heat picked up.
Is it-
Here. Oh,
No, it's Lena.
Erpenstein.
Yeah.
Excuse me, a little bit confusing
No
there.
worries. Here
With
we
the
go.
fade line, though.
Nice.
What do you think that low boom's doing for her?
I think it's maybe just what she's used to. Don't you think?
Elaborate. What,
I don't know,
what
like
does
maybe.
a low boom do?
Don't ask me technical
Oh, well, I mean,
questions,
I'm-
Kai. Don't put me on the
I don't
spot.
think it's-
And Maria.
Maria Andres
Here we
live
go.
and direct.
Nice. Look how fast. Look how that speed that she's creating there.
Oh, she had some
Wow.
fire under her there.
Nice.
This is a nice wave.
It
It's
is.
not doing the box out thing. She's gonna hit this thing.
Oh,
She did. A little mid face. But the
Ah.
wind is just.
I know. It's hard. It's hard at that end section.
Here comes Coco.
Coco,
Fouveau holding
let's
the bottom
go.
turn together.
Nice.
Beautiful arc. This is just
Dude,
great to watch.
She's awesome.
crushing in that
Yep.
thing. And you know, this is kind of the thing with Fouveau, I think, to a degree also, is that she's kind of on a quality program. I'm sure this is making you motivated when you see
Yeah, I
Lena
mean, I will say,
Erpenstein
look
on a
at that.
nice set wave.
Wow, she picked that one good.
Go, Lena.
Yeah.
Hit that thing.
Let's go. Ooh, nice.
I hear surf music in my head.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Hey, it is that end section. Oh no.
And Hokipa strikes.
I know. I see it.
Maria Andres. Oh. This is a huge moment in this heat. Can Maria put together a strike? Can she get
yeah, 'cause
into
this could
second
change
place?
it.
This is big.
Here we go. Nice wave. Look at that.
Beautiful bottom turn.
Here we go.
She's got speed.
She's
Target
just
acquired.
setting that up. Here we go.
And she's going around the section. Can she make the section?
Come
Can she?
on.
One more turn, Maria. Come on. Yes.
Nice.
Slash. What were some of the sound effects there?
And
There's
SARAH-QUITA right behind it. Wow, nice. Oh, yeah.
And woo. Meanwhile,
SARAH-QUITA. Here we
victory
go.
lap.
She doesn't need it. She just wants it.
She kind of needs it. Coco's right on her hip. That's not going to do it.
Nope,
and
that's not the one. Oh.
So that guy, he's on a 5.0. He was on a 5.3 on the earlier heat. He wanted to make sure that he gets his wave count. And now, yeah, gloves are off between BERND and Camille and Ricardo. He knows that it's going to be all in. Awesome.
Camille JUBAN at the heart of H. Poco. Super nice wave at the point. Let's see what his take on this is. Making the most of these very tough conditions in terms of the marginability and the wind angle. And that was a masterclass display of how to maximize your apparent wind. I assure you, as one of the most efficient sailors in this event, that was a display to be reckoned with. All right, world number one, current Ricardo Campello starts this off, gets under the lip, he's going.
Oh,
What?
la, 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 la.
Wow.
Plenty of time, plenty of time.
But that was unglued. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, you know, it became 2 waves counting only. We're not doing a lot more jumping here than we used to, but the point is, it's really gotten to what matters, which is this right here. Bottom turning under the hook, another spray turn from JUBAN, already sitting in the lead here. Building his apparent win because he's the most efficient sailor out there and bashes that lip with authority. And why not hit the white water again just to be able to kick out somewhere far away from the rocks. Here comes Bernd ROEDIGER, highlining it, and it's really important that he connects here. What a bottom turn. That's a glassy wave. There's not a lot of wind. Oh, what's he doing? He went for the rotation kind of spontaneously.
Yeah.
And there is just no momentum for that now. This is a really nice looking wave, and it's upwind enough to get away from this garbage wind down low.
Beautiful.
Very well selected wave from LENNY, who sizes it up from behind the peak, looks at it through the eyes of a surfer. That's your big bottom turn off the lip connection. That's the LENNY we paid money to see here. Boom, with the nice cut back, rebounding. Easily one of the nicest waves of the heat. Backhand drag. This is going to be a score, Francisco.
I think that's gonna put him up there. 4 is basically a blown up surfboard.
I was gonna say.
We just went off one of his surfboards and just tuned it up, added straps and a mast track.
Oh
basically.
my goodness. I do see that it's a tri-fin, but I also see that the 3 fins are equally sized.
Yes.
Pure surfboard. Wow. And then what that ride did to me was it tickled my inner child. Take it away, Francisco. Camille JUBAN.
Oh my God, no, this is amazing. I can be worthy of talking. You go for it.
Well, I mean, he did the fade line from
Yeah.
the left, and then he just punched that lip. Is he going to get this? Is he going to go under it? And it didn't happen for him. But you saw the setup. LENNY in front of him. 1-2 exchange. LENNY, ROEDIGER, and now Campello behind him. 1-2-3 exchange. This is going to be a big moment in this heat. LENNY punches the lip, heads to the channel.
Keep the zoom wide so we could watch BERND.
He'll get it.
Behind you.
Nice hand drag, Hawaiian style.
There
Bernd
you go.
ROEDIGER with the taco over the section. You know it. That's going to make a big difference. Applause from the channel. Was it a one-move wave? We don't know. Here comes Campello. Biggest moment of his career. Stock error. Doesn't matter. He's got to get on the board with something. And he does exactly that. That was a 3-wave exchange, Francisco. 9 minutes or less in the heat.
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
That's live action.
A great opportunity to show who they are, not just at one spot, but across the world. And we have a chance to promote wave riding
Right.
really in the world tour.
but it still ends at HAYATA, and that's where we are right now as Roediger climbs the section. Easily one of the nicer rides of this heat. Look at the contour of his approach. One good turn deserves another. Ooh.
That was a great wave.
Oh, man. And that was only the board.
That was great.
The sail had nothing to do with that ride. It was board placement.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Mid-phase turn.
Right here. This one.
Straight back. This is really nice turn. Boom. He didn't even go down on that one and went straight back into it.
That
perfect timing.
So nice. Time is ticking away. Here comes Kai
All right,
Lenny.
Kai.
Joyride.
Yeah. Beautiful. Good line.
Yeah, look at the board work. Oh, I like that.
Like that.
That makes me happy. Here's the replay. Look at the board work. Keeping the board rail alive. Oh.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Here comes
we got
JUBAN.
the best in the world. We just need a couple more wins.
Expert. JUBAN heading upwind into the peak. This is a big moment for him. Slaps that lip. Floats over the section. Bottom turns. Gives it as much as he can allow. Floater over. How does he get an aerial in 2 knots of wind?
Crazy.
How did he do that?
Yeah. All right, Kai. Here it
Fade
is.
into it.
Ay,
No.
ay, ay.
Is he going to get the next one? Was this a smart
20
thing?
seconds, but Ricardo is going to be on the next one.
Ooh, Bernd.
Oh, Bernd was on it.
That's why.
Oh,
Bam!
beautiful.
Oh my goodness, Roediger!
Keeps going.
There's Campello.
There's
This is live
Ricardo.
action. This is one of his better waves.
Yes.
White water. Rebound.
Ay, ay,
Dig
ay.
deep into that bag. What do you got?
Ay, ay, ay.
Mamma mia. That watch party in Caracas, Venezuela just went, I can't repeat what they're saying over there in Venezuela.
It's so much easier now than it was. Remember the old days? We had these very narrow boards.
Well, it was
really
all based on
penny.
jumping, right?
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah.
can't jump, we can't compete. Here comes Antoine Martin, punches it under the lip, starting the scoring for the semifinal, the most critical final ever. Antoine Martin is also in something of a world title consideration here, somewhere in the top 5, possibly top 3 by the end of this.
There you
Here comes
go.
Thomas Traversa, light wind expert.
Light wing guru, right?
Telling you.
Oh, yeah, look at
Are
that.
you joking?
Oh,
And there's just no hope for those,
almost.
Jason, with the wind angle.
Yeah.
Normally you'd be like lifted right out of that.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice little hit. Go, Morgan. Nice. There goes Brow.
Finally.
Oh.
Oh, are
yeah.
you serious?
Did you see he caught that rail coming around and he still pulled it? That was pretty good. It's a pity that wave didn't give him like more, but it's still going to be an amazing score.
Replay of Brazinho, just to flash back to the men here. Bingo. I love the drop knee turn.
Great job.
And that is going to be our final 2 sailors to make the men's final. Marcilio Browne and Antoine Martin. Does that count for NOIREAUX? I'm being told yes. Will it be enough? Situation where you're going to bring HAYATA to your side if you're going to make it happen. There's SARAH-QUITA Ofringa. She's gone onto a bigger sail, and she gets a nice looking cutback, working her way down the line. And this is a mere victory lap for her because her closest competitor for world title did not make this final, and that was Maria Andres.
Fading deeper, deeper, staying high on this wave. goes into a slow bottom turn, staying a high line. She's getting a little bit of a score. She's running her ahead of herself. A little kick out the back. She doesn't make it, but that she's trying to get any score she can.
Oh, man. Anyway, meanwhile, on the wave, and a very good wave at that, is SARAH-QUITA Ofringa. And she punches her bottom turn, perfect position. Rounds out her turns. Definitely making the most of this ride. Duck jibe out. That is gonna make me happy. I love doing that. Here comes Maria Behrens on the duotone rig, the purple sail, the most vibrational color. Maria Behrens, way from behind. Here she comes. Is she gonna punch this thing, Rob? No, she opts out. Self-preservation it is. We will keep an eye on her. Here comes Coco Fouveau. Rob, Coco's been ripping.
Yes, she has. I'm so proud of that girl. She's bottom turning into this wave, coming off the top. Her turns and confidence has just come way up from the beginning of this contest.
Here comes SARAH-QUITA Ofringa, representing the Kingdom of Aruba. And you can just call her the Queen of Aruba. Big hit there. That's one of those things you do in the finals.
As you can see, she's just pumping her sail right there. And she's going to get into it. This is going to be a nice little wave for her. She's going to fade upwind. Go ahead, Kai. Okay, I'll go on. Then, as she's fading up, setting up for her bottom turn, nice little arcing turn in the bottom, mid-face turn. She's coming ahead of it. She's sailing it really conservatively, which is really kind of smart in this action because she wants to be able to get back outside where she just got shut down on the inside. So Sarah's got this wave that, if I'm correct, she should be just moving it up to your right on the screen just to get back into the contention of the actual field of play. But no, I'm wrong. She's going to take off on this wave. Bottom turns crisply into this wave off the top. Going to come around the photographer right there off the top. So again, a nicely sailed wave for these conditions, and SARAH-QUITA off the top there to finish it off. Coco Fouveau, she's fading into a really nice point break wave here. Coco fading up, fading high, slings into this bottom turn, comes off the top.
Nice,
this is a nice wave for Coco. She bottom turn, mid-face turn, and digs a rail in there.
Man, if she could have backed that turn up, that might have been the nicest ride so far.
We see.
There's Maria.
Maria, yes.
Maria Behrens setting up on quite a nice wave. BEHRENS. Yes. Here it comes. She's fading in from the top. Beautiful bottom turn. Mid-face cutback. Trying to save this ride, make it all the way through. Bottom turns under the carpet there and gets swallowed.
As you see the replay of this turn, it's a really nice beginning of this turn. Her turns are nice and clean and crisp. She's staying a little bit right at the shoulder perfectly, and that's where she dug the rail on the inside. There's Sarah. She's pumping her sail on the outside. You see that sail wiggling around. She's onto a nice wave. She's going to fade upwind and let herself stay high on the wave. As she's fading into it, this thing is shaping up to be a really fun wave. Sarah, bottom turning, nice rail turn on the bottom, comes off to the top. Little bumpy section right there, but she's going to make it through. She's really getting a good wave out of this. Sarah coming in, coming around the shoulder. She's going to come up to the top. This is going to be a nice scoring wave for Sarah, and especially in these light wind conditions. She is a surfer right there as the wave passes underneath her. That was a good, well-ridden wave. Here's a replay of it. As you can see how Sarah's using her rails on her turns right here, and she's staying in the power part of the wave by being on closest to the shoulder and on the top part of the wave, and that's what's giving her push that she needs because of the lack of wind.
But there's Maria Behrens, who's now really become the upstart of this entire contest, certainly getting a higher result than she or anyone else expected. And she's right there in second place, which is a great showing for her. Coco Fouveau, way to end the season for her. Can she climb into second with a superior wave? Look at that line she's drawing. Setup turn. Draws her line. carefully places her cut back. That's turn number 4.
Yes.
Did she get 4 bottom turns on that?
Oh, then she catches a rail.
You know what? That was the end of the ride, Rob.
It
That was
was.
a pretty solid body of work there. Really look like the ones as Brazinho opens up this final with a one-handed goiter over the section, and he's not going to pull that off.
Here's
Similar start to the
Brazinho on
heat.
another wave coming at the end. The
Ricardo
point.
started that heat with that big move, and it you know snowballed from there. I think Brazinho takes it a little easy on this one, or I might be wrong. Here comes another rotation.
Yeah, he wants to
this
get
is a make.
some points in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one doing anything. Roediger had a bit of a ride there, but I mean, Roediger might be chipping in on this. And if you look, he's actually now going to take advantage of that wind direction to slide in upwind.
Yeah, he's going to try and chase it up to green trees, and
Right.
might actually be a good wave.
Boom. Sound effects from next door there. The judges liked it. And I liked it. It was like an under the lip hit that I think he misjudged it in the sense of seeing how that lip through. But that became a 3-hit combo. Roediger looking pretty loose there.
Here we got Antoine on a really good one at green trees as well.
I loved
Oh.
the bottom turn line. That's the old Sunset Beach fade right there. Fading from the left, and look at the surgical precision of his rail work. Just a joy to
Nice.
watch. There's Juban outside of him, tweaks over a section as Martin finishes his ride. Juban wrapping around the lip slide. This is dangerous, Robbie, because Juban strikes quickly, and he has the formula with the judges. This is pure danger here. Here's Brazinho highlining it with Roediger behind him. Brazinho winding up his coil here. He does the one-handed goiter, and it's a no-make. Swinging for the fences. I'm not sure what happened with Roediger. It looked like kind of a little whitewater sticker there. You're just looking at a bit of a different angle of wave riding here. Guys are going with their usual approach, and it's not really paying off. But look at Brazinho. You know, talk to me about building your apparent wind here.
Yeah, well, I think both of them got suckered a little too high on that set. You know, they should have been more down at the point where the wave is going with this west. And so they're both a little deep. Of course, it's hard to do a good Taka in slightly onshore winds. You know, the wind's not lifting. You've really got to struggle to get it around. And he just didn't quite pull it off there.
He didn't, you know, get stuck in that bubble, but also, you know, just didn't take the bait and competing in some of those more marginal days where we might not have had a full body of work here. Where is Antoine Martin in the scope? Is he up by middles?
Yeah, he's pretty much right in the middle. He's got a good wave, though, because it's not closing out down the end, so he might actually get several turns on this.
Huge cutback there. He really got the rail in the water. That's another nice one. And these are the things the judges, the fine tuning. There's the third one. Can he save it?
Get it.
He needs to, and he doesn't. Oh, right there. And this one, Robbie, look at that turn.
Yeah, nice and tight off the fins. You know, you see a lot of the guys in these light conditions are really stuck off their rail on their front foot. And you see them like almost plowing bottom turns and getting kind of stuck off the top and having to focus more on airs and takas and whatnot because they can't really do a good tight top turn because they're standing so far forward on the board, or their board is so flat rocker that it's really grabbing in the front. So it's nice to see Antoine there just gouging off the
Back
tail
foot.
and doing real full-on surf turns. It looks like Bernd's got another good set wave.
Sliding in from just
like
taking
set of the
advantage
day.
of this. Here it is. Look at this Hokipa offering. Living up to the moment. Both Roediger and Hokipa just offering this section, floating through the whole thing. What a nice wave that was, and the opening look was just classic Hokipa. Oh, and he's going to just make that Taka to boot. He's got this, Rob. I think he's going to still pull it out. Maybe not. Maybe not.
And
maybe.
Brazinho's right behind him on the next wave.
He read it perfectly. Here comes Camille Juban riding a pretty high boom, his S2 rig. Look at this. Here comes Juban swinging for the fences, gets his fins free. Boards flying over the section. Second hit. Is he going to get a third one? Hokipa pretty much says, nah, not this time. To be where Antoine Martin is, takes skill. It's not all luck at all.
No doubt. And I think the wave behind him is probably a little better, but this is a good wave, and he's going to soar some. Yeah, nice.
Hand drag.
Nice
What do
one-handed
we
off
have
the
here?
top.
Roediger gets out of Brazinho's way. There's a rotation for Martin on the inside as Brazinho goes mad crazy. Martin's going to sail onto the rocks. We just missed that. There goes Brazinho continuing his ride. Martin successfully sails through the rocks just for you at home, not watching. I don't know what kind of extra points you get for that, but he sailed through the rocks and make it.
These guys are killing it. Antoine, go ahead and just punch it right through the rocks, upwind. Good position to get back out now.
Legendary stuff. That
was
cut back with
great
the
turn.
hand plant.
Yeah.
And then to sail away from that with the rock garden staring you down. Here you go. That was the moment. There's the moment with Martin staring down the rocks. Brazinho, is this his climb back into the top? We'll see. It was a well-ridden wave, Robbie. Here comes Brazinho picking up the scraps on the inside, able to turn it into a big score in the blink of an eye. Marcilio Brown, high line, builds his apparent wind, punches a nice mid-face bottom turn. He's aiming for something, grabs wide, airs the Taka over the section. No claim at all. Maybe a little bit of a bow there with honor.
So you never know.
This wave is scoring and this heat is over otherwise. So Roediger has a chance to go like that and make a Taka. This is going to be pretty interesting because he's got one more little check turn and he's going to hit the lip. Oh my God. So what do the judges want to do with this? The wave counts. Roediger is composed enough that he looks like he's ready, you know, basically go out and ride a longboard after that and just cruise, but waves to the crowd and gets a little bit of applause from us here on the beach. It's been a fantastic contest so far. Hats off to all four of these competitors.